Bonjour, bonjour et bienvenue. Now, today we're going to look at expressing possession. You remember to check our French Ignition website. We run French conversation groups online, and it's real conversation, so you can really practice what you've been learning. Don't hesitate to contact us to get the link to join one of our conversation groups. Okay, so let's get started. You remember the possessive adjectives that we did last week. We learned, or last time I should say, it may not be last week for you. We looked at my, your, his, and her. Here they are again. My, remember the three possibilities depending whether what follows is masculine, feminine, or plural. Mon, ma, mes. Your, whether it's masculine, feminine, or plural again, ton, ta, tes, if you're being familiar with the person, or if you're being more formal, it will be votre, votre, vos. His or her, we saw last time as well, son, sa, ses. But I've also added our, notre, nos, and their, leur, leur. Now, the reason I've displayed it in that way is because it's easier to remember, because it sounds a bit like a wee song and it makes it easy to remember. So the first three, they rhyme, and remember it's only the first letter that changes. Mon, ma, mes, ton, ta, tes, son, sa, ses. Encore. Mon, ma, mes, ton, ta, tes, son, sa, ses. Then after that, you've got notre, nos, votre, vos, leur. So again, notre, nos, votre, vos, leur. And you can learn it as a wee song. Mon, ma, mes, ton, ta, tes, son, sa, ses, notre, nos, votre, vos, leur. So that's something that you'll be using an awful lot. So it's maybe something to keep a note of somewhere safe, and you can look at it over again and again. There's also another way of expressing possession in English. It's using the apostrophe S. For example, my mom's book. The only problem is that in French, we don't have an apostrophe S. We don't use that at all. It just doesn't exist in French. So how do you get around that if you want to end up saying something like my mom's book? Well, here is my mom's book in English. You've got the apostrophe S. In French, you've got to turn things around and end up saying the book of my mom. So when you've got an apostrophe S, remember to swap the two terms. So book comes first, the book. Then mom comes second, my mom. And of replaces the apostrophe S. So what does it give you in French? The book, le livre. My mom, ma mère. And the wee word for of is de. Le livre de ma mère. So every time you feel like using an apostrophe S in English, remember that you cannot do that in French. You've got to swap them around and put de in between. Now, in the next activity, you're going to have different family members suggested, something like it's the mother of your children in French, of course. And you're going to have to say, it's my wife. You have to pay particular attention to the adjective that is being used, because sometimes it's my, sometimes it's your, sometimes it's their. So you have to be careful with that. If you're ready, let's get started. C'est le fils de votre mère. C'est le fils de votre mère. C'est mon frère. C'est le fils de leur tante. So be careful here. You've got their auntie. So the answer is going to be it's their something. C'est leur cousin. C'est la fille de sa mère. C'est sa sœur. C'est le frère de son père. C'est son oncle. C'est la nièce de votre mère. C'est ma cousine. C'est le père de leur mère. C'est leur grand-père. C'est la mère de mon père. C'est ta grand-mère, or c'est votre grand-mère. Ok, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. Et pour la prochaine fois, we are going to have a full conversation about yourself and your family. And you're going to see that you have learned quite a lot and you're ready to have quite a full conversation talking about yourself and your family. Don't forget to check the French Ignition website. Please leave your comments below and I'll see you next time. Au revoir.